everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, GW365. Hope you guys are well. We are obviously still Eastleigh FC in the Skybet Championship. We're currently second place, which if you watched the last video, you can see I think we're starting to fall away a little bit. We're going towards fixtures just to show you and highlight exactly what's going on. Last time out we had a 2-2 draw against Birmingham and a 3-1 loss against my favourite team. You got favourite personnel and all that lot. My favourite team is Leeds because I support Leeds. So I definitely didn't throw on purpose. No, I didn't. I don't know what happened. We just got trouts basically. We then followed that up with two comprehensive 2-0 victories, both at home against Blackburn and Bournemouth. And we followed that up with a 2-0 loss against Brentford, which came as a bit of a surprise because they were fairly low down in the table. For today's video, we've got Nottingham Forest and Hull City. Nottingham Forest obviously nearly held in as high regard in terms of what they've achieved in the past, roughly as Leeds, probably you could argue slightly more because of the European titles that they had under Nigel Clough? No, Brian Clough. And then Hull City most recently been yo-yoing in and out of the Premier League, so it's going to be a tough test, I think. So as you can see here, you can see where the form sides are. One of them being Brentford, actually. So now I've seen that, I don't feel as bad about losing to them 2-0. But, you know, technically speaking, we're still doing alright defensively. We've got, I think, joint third best, because there's a 23 there for Bournemouth. We've conceded 24 goals, and we scored 37, which is still the second highest, despite having pretty much the same strike force for the last two and a half years. Charlton obviously scoring goals for fun, but their form, they had a loss recently as well, but as you can see, our current form is definitely not good enough. We definitely need to improve on that, and hopefully we'll do that against today's opponents, Forest and then Hull. Today's championship clash is brought to you live from the City Ground. It's Nottingham Forest versus Eastleigh FC. Nottingham Forest are going to line up as follows. They're going to go with Kalinic in goal, with Hayden at right back, Garbutt at left back, with Prince making a return after coming back from the dead to partner Leigh Shells in the centre defence. A midfield three of Phillips, Osborne and Cousins are going to make it very tricky for the Eastleigh midfield, whilst providing some attacking threat and creativity for the front three of Higgins, Barrow and Kravitz. Eastleigh come into this game on the back of a 2-0 defeat to Brentford and will hope to get a decent result again. Nottingham Forest with Jeskalainen in goal, Murray at right back, White at left back with the Salt and Kane in the middle of defence. Kingsiller on the right, the Belt on the left, with Walsh and Hesenthaler looking to make an impression in today's game. Callum Saunders starts up top alongside a different start this time in Johnny Bate. Brewer has been a little bit inconsistent of late, so Bate does get his chance today. We are massive underdogs, so I'm just going to say play with no pressure. We haven't been playing that well anyway, and I'm just going to follow it up with the calm faith. Right, so we get the game underway. Obviously it's probably going to be a false highlight as per usual, but just in case it's not, here's Murray. Murray to Hesenthaler. Chips it forward for Saunders. Saunders is in a decent crossing position here if he can find one of the bodies in the box. No. Right, so Forest have got the ball at the minute, so it looks like it could be one of their highlights. Kravitz puts it wide to Hayden. Hayden now coming in field, plays in Kravitz and should score. What a tackle there from Danny Kane. Out of nowhere, Randy Orton style there, just completely robbed him of the chance. Garbutt crosses in the corner and it's cleared away by the Salt. And then everyone watches it go over the line. We're looking for options. He's got Kinsella down the line if he wants to find him. Instead he decides it's better to get tackled by Cousins, and Barrow finds Kravitz, and it's obvious he's going to find him again because Danny Kay committed himself, and Barrow's in a penalty area here. Jeskalainen comes out and does exceedingly good cakes apparently, but also does very well at taking the ball. I'm not entirely sure what happened there with my word choice. Murray though now finds Kinsella, chips it over for Bate. Bates in behind it. It's like end-to-end stuff here, and the keeper is in no man's land. Maybe he slipped or something. I'm sure we'll see it in the 3D replay, but I don't care because Johnny Bate, who if you remember used to be bald, they just put us 1-0 up away at the City Ground. Yeah, so some morphing going on there, and Bate got in behind, and the keeper he just like shimmied to the right a little bit and then dived after I kicked the ball, and then there you are, look, Usain Bolt. Right, Hesenthaler has a free kick, crosses in, and Bate takes it down perfectly. What a save from Kalinic. It's half time. One thing I will mention is that Kravitz has gone off injured, so hopefully they've got someone who's not quite as good as him, although he's 33. He's still very, very handy in his technical stats and what have you. So things are going well, but I think you're capable of doing even better. They're loving that. An overall decent team talk there. Let's get into the second half. So it's Notts Forest that will get us underway in the second half. Throwing for us, Walsh picks it up outside the box, and Bate now with a chance maybe to get another goal. Belt for finishing, showing there. Right, Walsh intercepts the goal kick with a great header. Ball's played towards Bate, but Cousins is there to clean up. Another long kick from Kalinic. The Salt wins a header this time. Osborne brings it down and finds Barrow. Now it's Phillips. He's got options in front of him. He goes wide towards Higgins, but White intercepts well, and then comes away with the ball sort of, yet. Eventually it finds its way to Belt. The Pelt, should I say. The Pelt? The Belt. Not in like medieval times. The Pelt. Walsh tries to find Saunders, and he has done as well. Bit of poor play from both sides, really, just before that. Now Saunders can find Walsh. He finds Kinsella, who's got through into the Pelt. Yeah, the Belt is there, and he does score this time. Not entirely sure what's going on with my language there, but yeah. The Belt at the far post, took it in from less than a yard away. Don't think 4 finishing affects that. Has it gone up yet? No, still 4. It started off at 15. 5. That was wishful thinking. But yeah, the Belt getting on the end of a cross to make it 2-0. Cousins now with a chance maybe to get Notts Forest back into this game. He opts to throw it straight to White, and White has found Bate. Look at the overlapping runs over here. That's a very poor ball, and could have put us in a bit of a sticky situation there, but thankfully the Salt was on point there. And now Kinsella's found Saunders in behind here. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper and should score. It's 3-0. And that was a great sort of counter to the counter, even though their counter wasn't really that good. Because, you know, really, they should have done better when they intercepted the original pass. The first pass was appalling. I think it was from the Belt, but Saunders in behind there. And you always back him to score when he's 1-on-1 with the keeper. That's how prolific he has been. For Eastleigh, anyway. Free transfer in the Panorama National League. It's apparently now worth 1.2 million. We are in a bit of a financial mess at the minute. We're in the red. But here comes Garbutt, who finds Grimes. He's giving it straight to Saunders now. What can he do now? He's got not really many options, and as a result, well, Bates lost possession, but eventually it's found its way back to him after all that talking. I'm going to call it talking. Hesenthaler picks up another loose ball, and Bate turns his man Prince. The Belt has another strike, but it's a great save from Kalinic. And the corner will be taken by Stephen Kinsella. Swings it in. It's cleared away by Prince, and Layshels is the furthest man forward besides Murray, the Eastleigh defender. He's charging down the right hand side like a man possessed, like a right winger. He's in the crossing position. He does find a decent ball for Aduwa, and he's scored from it. Layshels, you've been playing in the wrong position all your life, mate. You're going to get on this right hand side. Look at this surging run. Look at the size of his back. Crosses in, back post, and got a little bit lucky, like, because I think Jeskalainen tried tipping it over and he's like mishandled it. But it's 3-1, and all of a sudden it's game on. As we make changes, Roy Brewer is going to come on for the very impressive Bate, it has to be said. And I think I'm going to bring Russell on. He's been out injured. He's going to come on for the Belt. I feel that he would have finished that second chance, Russell. And that's all I'm going to change for now. Yeah, 28 minutes or so to go, and Forest have got another corner. Todd wins it, and Prince has scored. And all of a sudden, the game is getting turned on its head. 3-0 up. If we throw away this, then there's no excuses. Anger will be getting thrown down in Jeskalainen. I'm sorry, son, but that's just not good enough. You need to be catching that ball. It was a tame header. Straight at you. Right, Kinsella finds Saunders. Saunders scores it for White. White finds Russell. Russell makes it 4-2 to calm any nerves. And what an impact he's made. He's only just come on. Yeah, Saunders has it here. Picks out White with a decent ball. White was on his way back, the looks of things. But a lovely first time pass. One touch to set himself and just like dinks it into the bottom right hand corner. Great finish. Right, another chance and straight away Walsh chips it forward for Brewer. Brewer's in behind here. Is he going to make it 5-2? He's hit the bar. He nearly did. Both the substitutes nearly making an impact straight away. Right, I'm going to make my last change. Martin Smith's going to come on for Liam Walsh. Looking a little bit tired. Just basically get Martin Smith some game time. Right, another chance potentially. One thing I'm most pleased about is the fact that we're scoring again. We're scoring quite a few goals. 4 goals in a game is always very nice to see. 2 goals conceded, however, is less impressive. But Russell's got it now in a crossing position. Leichel's the right winger, if you remember. I'm going to say uses his back, but Barrow's in here and he could score. It's a great save for Jaskinainen, but then Adua has just had a shot. It's blocked by Murray. I actually thought that was a bad miss, but no. Great block from Murray. Corner to particular by Garbutt. Swung in. Higgins is there. He's hit the side netting. He had options in the box and he opted to shoot from the narrowest of angles. I was going to say we have been very dominant in the game, but all of a sudden Notts Forest have got 5 chances in the last like 2 minutes. But now this is still too early for the end of the game, so I think this is going to be potentially one last chance. Russell's got it. It's coming in field. Gets tackled by Leichel's, who seems up for this game. He's got it again, intercepts and plays into Adua over the top, and Murray for some reason very sluggish there. Barrow at the back post to make it 4-3 and make it a nervy last couple of minutes for Eastleigh. Modu Barrow, a real player, I didn't realise. A name like Barrow, I thought it's got to be something like a regen. But yeah, great ball in by Adua. I've got to question Josh Murray, and indeed his match rating has gone down there. It was on 7.8, so he's taking the blame for that. It's like 20 seconds to go. Russell with the corner. Finds Brewer, heads it, it's over the bar. That's probably going to be it. That is it as well. 4-3. Very happy with that result. And the lads look extremely delighted when we said I'm proud of them. Yeah, so as you can see, we are currently in second place. Looks like Charlton have dropped points. In fact, let's have a look yet. They have indeed. They've dropped points to Bradford City at home. They drew 1-1. And Swansea, they look like they've won. Yeah, they've beaten Leeds 3-2 at Ellen Road. Moving on to the next game, which is against 17th placed and disappointing Hull. This is very interesting. Wannerunne has been sacked by Cardiff after their poor form. They're actually 23rd in the league, so it's no surprise. Just to let you know, as you can probably see there, we've got a 3rd round FA Cup tie away at Manchester United.
Second place Eastleigh take on 17th place Hull City in today's Sky Bet Championship clash, this time at the Silver Lake Stadium. Eastleigh fresh from their 4-3 victory away at Notts Forest start with Jaskinainen in goal, with Jeffs at right back, Aidan White at left back, the Salt and Kane making up the rest of the defence, Kinsella on one wing and the Belt on the other, with Liam Walsh and Hesenthaler making up the midfield quartet. It's the same starting attack that was so influential in the 4-3 win against Nottingham Forest last time out. Hull coming to this game on the back of a 1-0 win at home against Fleetwood Town. They are going to line up as follows. Kasper Schmeichel in goal with John Flanagan at right back. Malone at left back with Dean and Maguire in the middle of defence. They're going to go for a midfield 5 of Tommy on the left, Canos on the right with Richard Smallwood and Taylor, with Eunice Malley sitting in the middle of the midfield 5. Roberts completes the lineup, playing up top on his lonesome.
So I'm saying pick up where they left off from the last game, apart from obviously the defending, which I can't separate anything I need to say, which is sad. Unfortunately, I'd like to be able to do that. Look at his form. There's only Danny Kane that's less than a 7, which, you know, even when Jaskinainen's over a 7, which is odd. Showing how well we're doing. We are vastly overachieving. And it's Eastleigh that will get the game underway here. Right, a highlight. Not a single highlight until this point, but it fortunately looks like it's with us. Or is it? Because Flanagan heads away. White brings it down and can start again here. He plays it forward to Walsh in a little pocket of space that is regular in. Bate finds Saunders. Saunders here with a chance to score and puts it over the bar. I thought sure that was going to be a goal. I'm sure I said in the Nottingham Forest game, if he gets in behind, then you expect him one-on-one situation to score. That was the only chance of the half, which is depressing to say the least. It's a tight game. I don't know what to say here. We are apparently, even though we're at the Silver Lake Stadium, i.e. home, we're the outsiders, even though we won his last game. So unless I keep going out there a little bit, that's all I'm going to do for now. Liam Walsh, he's not going to stay on all game. He picked up a bruised head. Which head? I don't know, but you know what I mean. Giggity. Right, a chance potentially for us. Kinsella brings down, knocks down the throw-in. And Jess has it again. He's hit a pass all the way back towards White. That was clearly the Salt's ball there, but never mind. Chips it over, Maguire's there, but Canos has it now. He's up against White. White tackles him well done. Walsh has it now. He's tackled, but he retrieves the ball again somehow. White has it now. Some good closing down from Hull City here, it has to be said. Walsh, Hesenthaler. Oh, lovely ball. White to White in across the position. He opts to pass in the belt, but squares it for the bait. White and calling him the bait, but the bait, I've just done it again. Bait has scored there to get his 5th goal of the season, and you know, 5th goal of the season doesn't sound that much, but he hasn't played that much. He's only got a recent run in the team because of Brewer's reluctance to score. But the amount of times I thought this chance had gone and Hesenthaler picks out a pass like that. White first time, I think the keeper could have done better, maybe even that defender there. Bate is giving it on a platter, basically. And wheels away. As it stands, top of the league. Right, so some changes are going to be made. Walsh is going to come off. Hesenthaler's going to come across as a roaming playmaker role. And in this situation, I think the shop is probably more suited to this. I am going to bring on Russell for the belt as well. Right, we're going to bring on Naby for Saunders. Saunders are having more of a quiet game this time round, just to give Adil Naby some game time. Right, that looks like it's all it's going to be. There's not really been another highlight since, so that's a quick game, I suppose. But yeah, that's it. 1-0 against Hull. Tricky tie, and it sees us return to the top of the league, as you can see here, because Swansea did win, and at one point we were 3rd when we were drawing. But it looks like Charlton have dropped points once again. Yeah, they've drawn 2-2 with Burnley. 19th place Burnley, it has to be said. So, yeah, back to the summit. Worth noting that John Terry is the manager of Crystal Palace, and they are on the verge of sacking him, even though he's got a tactical knowledge of 17. So, yeah. Right, so moving on for the next video, live com, I think it's going to have to be Palace and Man United. I know there's Charlton there who are 3rd in the league, but I think the fact that the Man U game is there, I think I've got to play that one. And the nearest game to it is Palace, which ironically is the first game in January. So there might be some transfer news potentially. It depends, I think, solely on ins or outs. And I actually forgot to mention this right at the beginning of the video, which is kind of a schoolboy error on my part. But if I just quickly go into this and find it, it appears it's gone too far back. But basically, we had a takeover. We've been taken over by a new chairman. He hasn't really given us any extra money or anything, or any extra wage budgets. It's exactly the same. And I got told that I was allowed to stay on. I got the achievement, which I thought was a bit patronising, where it says, "Oh, we have decided we are going to allow you to continue our role." We was very impressed with the backing that you had from the fans and things, which obviously, you know, when you've gone from Panorama National League to Championship in consecutive seasons, I would imagine that's definitely going to be the case. I'm just going to quickly see if I am more than just favoured personnel, but it seems I'm not. I'm still there. It seems like there's a couple more names appeared on this list. All my players, it seems. The chef is there. Johnny Bates there, but I don't know if he was there already. Pierce Kerr's still there. How was he doing these days? He's at Hartlepool. Top signing for them. Very good player. I think that's about it, really. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, that's going to be it for today's video. You've got Palace and Man United up next on the next video. FA Cup, that should be a tasty game. Hopefully you're going to join us for that. But first of all, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, if you'd like to go ahead and smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to keep up to date with this series, then yeah, go ahead and press that subscribe button as well. Both would be greatly appreciated. If you want to drop a comment below just saying what you think I could be doing better, or any players that you think I should be going for at this stage. Bear in mind we're like eight seasons in, so obviously they're going to be a lot older, but if you think there's like a 16-year-old kid who might be 24 and might be able to go for in the transfer window, let us know. I mean, if it's viable, like financially, then I'll try my hardest to try and sort something out, but funds are limited at the minute. We can get 60% of any transfers in, but 105k and 5k on wages to spend, so we haven't got tons of money, but I'm looking to maybe shift a couple of people out. I've got the shop and I've got the chef, who rarely get games these days because I'm playing Hesenthaler more, purely for the fact that he's a captain. And to say he's only 2-star, he's still performing very, very well. He's got a 7.07 rating, which is nowhere near the heights it was at last season when he got 7.64. But he's doing a job in the Championship, which, you know, when I first signed him in the Vanarama National League, I would have never have envisioned that happening. But I would like to keep him as long as possible, Hesentala, because he was like, I think it was like the first signing that I made. There might be a way to check that actually. Here we are. This is an interesting screen. I can show you exactly what happened. I joined in 2019, and the first signing I actually made was because I did resign as manager of Curzon Ashton. I didn't actually resign. I got offered the EC role, so I took it. Callum Ellerslie was the first person I loaned. He's now from Notts County. He's now playing week in, week out for Notts County. I said playing week in, week out, and he's had one appearance. But he has been injured looking at it. The actual first signing I actually made that's still here is Adel Nabi. I did sign Dale Eve. He's currently a free transfer. He was a backup keeper. He never really featured because I got Jaskalainen in. I think I had someone else actually. No, I had John Maxted in goal. But yeah, you can see all the players who were signed. Jake Hesentala here. Doesn't say exactly what it was, but in this order, I signed Adel Nabi first, and then I had Geraldo that I signed. A couple of loanees, Lewis Dunn, Piers Kerr, signed Jake Hesentala. So he was the third signing that's still here, should I say, because Dale Eve. Mark Kerr, remember him? Sold him for £1 million, I think it was. 1.1 million to West Ham. Not even featured yet. It's featured in the Capital One Cup, so I stand corrected. But yeah, he's looking pretty handy. Might go back in for him at some stage, maybe on loan. We'll have to wait and see. But I need him to be able to play naturally, at least. Well, at least accomplished in that position there. If we're going to like go back in for him. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. A bit of a longer one, probably at the end. But hopefully you are going to join us, like I said, for the Man United game in particular. But Crystal Palace as well. John Terry, might see him get him sacked. So some people might enjoy that. Until then, I will see you then. Bye bye.